Welcome to CORE Cultivation. Here we explore different physical, lifestyle, and mindset moves to support your mental well being. I'm Marcia, wellness coach and fitness instructor, here to offer practical info to support your wellness journey. Please note, the information and opinion shared here is not to be used as therapy or replacement for the professional guidance given by your physician or mental health care providers. You acknowledge you are responsible for your own physical, mental, and emotional well being, and hereby release Core Fitness from any and all liability. If you are having suicidal thoughts, please dial 988 or visit the nearest emergency room. Alrighty, y'all, let's talk.
It's happening. The holidays are here. It just comes by so fast. I mean, the year, it was just May about 2 days ago. I don't understand how the holidays are here. And that's also why we are here today to talk about how to stay hinged for the holidays. Yes, time flies. And just for that reason, if you don't take some time to kind of get focused and make a plan for the holidays, the time will fly by and you will look up and the holidays will have run over you and you won't know what happened. So we're going to take a few minutes to think about how you can get through the holiday in a way that allows you to hold on to your sanity and stay hinged for the holidays. So let's go on and get into things. All right. So before you start getting into all of the things that you have to do, all of the requests that are being made and all of the things that are on your mental list of things to do, I need you to take a second and practice our core work, rest and reflect. Reflect on what is it that you really want to get out of your holiday season. What is it that you need most? What are the things that you want most out of the holidays? This is a great opportunity to get squared away, get centered, get back to your foundation and figure out what is it that you want. This is going to be your why as you move through everything else that you have to do. But before you get to all of those other things, you got to be clear about what's important to you. And so that's why we have this in our core work. Rest and reflect. Take a second to pause, think, and set your intention before you get caught up in the chaos, in the hustle and bustle of the holidays. And this is not a judgment. Not everything that's going on in the holidays is bad. I know there's a more commercialism and a lot more to dos and everything. I'm not here to bash anything, but we want to be clear about what your plan is and what your path is during the holidays. So take some time, whatever that might be, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 5 days, see if you can really put some thought behind what your goals are for the holiday season. This applies not only to trying to maybe manage your time better, but also maybe you're trying to navigate a grieving experience. The holidays are really tough, and you need to maybe take some time and think about what is it that I want to get out of the holiday season? Has it been so painful that I'm just trying to get through it? Am I at a place where I can start looking at integrating some different activities to help make it something new? I don't know, but this is your opportunity to give some thought to that. Again, what are your goals for the holiday season? Then, once you've gotten clear on that, that's when you need to go on and assess the situation. This is what I call doing some recon. You need to go gather all the intelligence, go get all the information, look at the calendars, go look at your church-based activities, your faith-based activities, special events. What do the kids have going on? Who's cooking what, where, and when? What are you expected to bring? Like, will I have to make that this year? Are we doing it at your place? Go on and get all of that stuff, as much information and detail. I know that may seem a little bit overwhelming, but go on and see if you can get that information on the front end. Also, when it comes to the schedules of your family members, see if you can just get it, lay it out, and start to get an idea. Like, we got all this going on. See if you can be proactive and start planning out some things as far as the calendar goes. Set your intention. What are your goals? Then start laying everything out, assess the situation, gather all the information, get an idea of what's being expected of you. Then you align the 2. Okay, this is what's being asked. This is my goal. This aligns. I can keep this. I'm gonna have to throw that out. Start filtering through all of the different requests that are being made or things that are being expected of you against your particular goals, your particular intentions, and see whether or not it's something you want to continue to follow through with or not. Make a decision. I'm not here to tell you to keep it or throw it out or it's right or wrong. That's for you to decide and for you to determine if it's something that you can compromise on or you can't. Give some thought to it and be intentional about trying to sift through what you can keep, what you can afford to keep, what's going to drive you crazy. Just be honest, like, I could do it, but I'm going to be irritable. I'm gonna be tired and tapped out. Ask those questions of yourself if you are considering committing or doing some of these different activities or following through with some of all the different requests that can be made of us during this time of year. After you have done that, some other things that you might want to consider when it just comes to self-care and sanity, I would suggest if you do anticipate some days that are super busy, super filled with things to do. I've got to go to this party, then I've got to go by this gathering, got my work event, and I've also got to get to the kids, this and that. If you anticipate some particularly heavier days, then I encourage you to try and brainstorm and think about some ways to drop in or sprinkle in some moments of self care throughout your day. That way, you have something that you can look forward to, and also something that's going to help decompress you as you deal with all of these different external demands and requests. So, whether it's taking a few moments to maybe have a meditation session. Maybe you're taking a few minutes to breathe during the middle of the day, or maybe you're doing that first thing in the morning. It's fall. I love the fall and all of the beautiful colors and the changing of the leaves. Maybe you want to be intentional about taking some time to get outdoors and to get into nature. Maybe you're able to find 5 minutes to do that throughout your day. Or maybe you actually have the opportunity to just get moving. You want to get active and you find some ways to get active throughout the day. And again, these are brief moments. I'm not telling you that you need to pack a bag of gym clothes and then leave whatever it is that you have to do, go change, go to the gym, do this. No, maybe it's I'm going to go walk outside. I'm going to put on my song and dance a few minutes. I will say here of late, I will just break out a jump rope and start jumping rope for a few minutes and then go back to what it is that I have to do. So just think about some different things that you can look forward to. Maybe it's those few minutes of prayer. Maybe it's talking to a good friend or family member for that social connection. Maybe it's listening to some uplifting music that's going to put you in a good mood. Maybe it is 5 minutes of quiet time just so you can hear yourself think. Really be thoughtful about trying to integrate and interject those moments throughout your busy hustle and bustle days of the holidays. That way, it gives you something to look forward to, and it gives you a way to interject some energy and a little bit of stress reduction throughout your day. You may also consider and be mindful of the food that you're eating. I know this is tricky because I am among those who just generally believes in food. Enjoy eating. I guess I get that from my father. I enjoy eating and tasting all the different things, and the holidays, it's a mess, it's a bad setup 'cause you got all these delicious foods around you, but if you are also trying to be mindful of your mood and your energy level, and also if you are really trying to be mindful of your weight and your food choices and try to be more healthy, then be thoughtful, be intentional, and plan ahead for your eating habits. Don't stop your meal planning just because the holidays have rolled around if that's something that you do. And if you haven't, maybe now's an opportunity to start. Meal planning doesn't necessarily have to be going all in. At this point, maybe you're just starting with, I'm just going to try and make sure that I'm getting in a couple of meals that have more fruits and vegetables before I head to this holiday event that's got all of the goodness and all of the temptations that I want to allow myself to indulge in a little bit more. But trying to really plan ahead. This might mean packing a few snacks. packing some alternatives for you to grab, especially again when we're rushing hither and yon. We might end up stopping at your fast food places to get something, and oh, they've got the new seasonal pumpkin spice this and holiday milkshake that. So you've got to be intentional about trying to make some healthy eating habits during the holidays. And again, when I'm speaking of eating habits, this is not necessarily with the goal of losing any kind of weight or trying to look a certain way. Disclaimer time. I always have to give a disclaimer. So, today's disclaimer is I am not a nutritionist. I am not a medical doctor. So I am not here to tell you what you should and should not eat as far as what is most appropriate for your body. Please do what your doctor, medical professional, nutritionist, whatever, do what they said. I'm speaking in general terms. Generally speaking, we know that eating the rainbow, eating more fruits and vegetables, whole grains are more healthy for you than otherwise. And when the holidays come, they offer all of the good sweetness and sugars and carbs and all the things that we enjoy. And so, if you are going to these different events that are going to be more temptations heading your way, then maybe before you get to that particular meal, do some healthier eating. That also includes drinking water and staying hydrated. If you got all of these different things coming at you, you're having this mixed drink over here, and you're drinking this hot cocoa over there, and that pumpkin spice latte, like whatever it is that's out there. But try to stay hydrated and get water. Your body needs that water too. That might also help with your energy. Oftentimes we're feeling sluggish because we're not hydrated. So get that water in you as you keep moving throughout your day. So we have set our goal. We've thought about what it is that we want to get out of the holidays. We have assessed our situation and done some reconnaissance to figure out what is going to be expected of us. We have compared those two and determined what we can keep, what we can throw away, what we need to maybe let go of. We're also trying to be mindful of our eating choices and making some more helpful eating choices during the holidays, which includes drinking more water. And I'll go on and throw this in. This is one that I do not do well. And this is to try and eat slowly. I can remember as a child going over my aunt's house, my cousin's house to eat. She said, "Yeah, I looked down." We were all eating at the table. She said, "I looked down at my plate and I looked up and you were done eating." Like that's how fast I am. I just breathe my food in. This is one that I have to work on constantly to try and slow down. If we think about it, we talk about the food being so good, why not just slow down and savor your bites? That might also slow down and prevent you from eating too much. And this will allow you to be more healthful and healthy when it comes to your eating habits during the holidays. Also, if you can try to get moving. I know it can be challenging as the temperatures get cooler and we're getting less daylight, but this is also a reason to get moving. So whether you're going to do it during the day, during the daylight, or indoors is something, try to get moving to help boost your mood, to help mitigate some of the onslaught of stress that's coming at you. So don't forget to move however that works for you. So whether that's walking, whether that's taking a few minutes to walk outside, dance to your favorite tune, just take some time and get moving for your mental well-being. The last thing that I want to offer to you is to be clear about your boundaries. So once you identify what it is that you want, you're going to determine what you keep, what you throw out. Well, you have to end up communicating at some point to somebody that, yes, I'm going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. Yes, I'm available for this. No, I'm not able to do XYZ. This may not be easy. This may not be easy for you to say and do. It may not be easy for other people to hear from you because they're not used to hearing that from you. If you are trying to do something different or behave differently when it comes to a particular holiday tradition, especially if you've been doing it for years and years or have been doing it for some time, so everybody expects this of you, it's going to be difficult for you to say no, maybe. It may be difficult. Some people get there and they're good. But I'm emphasizing here that it's not only new behavior for you, it's new behavior for others. they're not used to you not doing XYZ. So you're going to have to reinforce and reassert your boundaries when it comes to this. They may likely test you. And that's not necessarily because they're really trying to test your limits. It could be, well, but you've always done this. So I just thought I'd ask again. I mean, we're just used to you doing it. Would you reconsider? So they may end up asking you repeatedly to do something or to do a behavior that you're trying to do differently. So you're going to have to say no or reinforce that boundary line repeatedly. That's my bottom line. So prepare your mind to say no and be okay with it, and prepare other people and educate them on this new behavior that you're implementing. So those are my tips when it comes to staying hinged for the holidays. You can see how this whole thing is all about core work, committing, having a desire to go into the holiday with a commitment around what it is that you need to get out of it. You're taking ownership of your holiday experience because nobody else is going to. Nobody else knows what you have to deal with. Nobody else knows what you're juggling. So you have to make those decisions about adjusting how you behave during the holidays. You're taking that time to think about and be thoughtful. What is it that I really want to get by resting and reflecting, identifying those personal goals, and then identifying the different resources, engaging all the different resources around you to help you reach those goals. So as you're making those changes, see how you can integrate and involve other people with that change. Maybe they're also wanting to do something different. The holidays, again, can be really, really great, but they can be really stressful. And they might be prepared to do something different as well. So you're doing core work with all of these different tips and ideas that I'm giving you today. So as we get prepared to kind of round out and finish out 2024 and head into 2025, I want to remind you all of Core Works. This is my signature program that I run at the beginning of the year. And this year I have revamped and reswizzled it. That's the word. It's been reswizzled. This is going to be a 2 weekend intensive around your wellness goals and your well-being goals. So we're going to be looking at helping you identify and work towards your particular wellness goals. But we're also going to be getting into things like people pleasing, boundary setting, learning how to say no, emotional labor, self care, learning how to practice self love, as well as building self confidence. And all of this does come with frequent movement and meditation opportunities throughout those sessions. So we're doing a lot. This is 2 weekend intensive. This is wellness work. This is not a wellness retreat. This is core work. So if you or you know anyone who might benefit from doing some work around these particular topics, and this is not just me lecturing you, you're going to be doing some live workshopping, actually putting together some plans in all of these different areas. If this is something that you might be interested in or know someone who could benefit, then I strongly encourage you to go to my website, psychorefit.com, and check out Core Work and see what we're going to be doing in 2025. I've got limited spots. So again, this is a program I only run at the beginning of the year, once a year. This is for those individuals who are maybe feeling stuck, really trying to do something different. And oftentimes when the beginning of the year comes, we're looking at leveling up. We're looking at making some behavior changes. We're looking at being better as we should as we continue to grow. This might be an opportunity to jumpstart and help you move into your next level. So feel free to check it out. And as always, feel free to email, message me, reach out if you have questions around any of those things. So thank you so much for hanging out. I do wish you the best during your holiday season, but I look forward to talking with you again soon. Y'all take care. Bye bye.